But first, please welcome Sarah and Kate. It's good to have you here. You are, Sarah, a very attractive woman. You used to be a man. You had a sex change operation.
Right.
And you say you face discrimination every single day of your life?
All the time, every minute.
Examples?
Well, one day I was jogging down, my little town. I live in Portsmouth, a small community. And this woman came up to me and she said, you on drugs? And I said, no. And she said, well, you need to go see a psychiatrist. And I was like, well, I happen to have seen many psychiatrists and am very highly evaluated. And she was like, really looking at me strange and like I was from another planet. And I was like, what are you so ruled by fear? Why are you so afraid? I'm just trying to, live my life and exude life and happiness. And another incident, I was walking, we had a festival in the park, and I was in the park and I had to go to the bathroom. So of course, I used the ladies' room, and these girls came in, and they happened to be black, and they were like, you ain't a girl, you get out of here, you're a freak, you're this, you're that. And I was like, excuse me, but, I would take, a good look at your color. I would think about life. I am a human being. I am doing my thing. I am a woman. I have worked very hard to be a woman. And, then my girlfriend, who also was a transsexual, she was outside. She was surrounded by a whole group of guys, and they were like at her face, and they were going to beat her up. I jumped right in, and I was like, listen, we are people. We are here. You're not going to shoo us in the closet, make us feel like we are wrong, that we're freaks. We're human beings.
But people don't understand. This is a very difficult concept for people to grasp.
They hate themselves. Oh, look at everybody. We're all ruled by fear. We're so insecure. And, it's like, it doesn't matter who you are. You walk into a certain area, and you're going to be a minority. It's time to wake up. We all have to love ourselves and be proud. We're all freaks. We're all human beings. Okay. It's time to wake up.
Let me ask you, you do want to be a model, and you're having a tough time because
I've been discriminated left and right. I have, from major newspapers, they thought it was beautiful. I've been photographed every which way, and I am very pretty, but I'm also beautiful inside, and I project that from the inside out. And these people were like, no, we're not going to publish our work. Matter of fact, Entertainment Tonight had published a thing where major companies were looking for that exotic she-male look. And I called these companies and I was like, look, you can have the real thing. And they were like, no, we don't want that. We want regular women that have that look. And I was like, grow up, get over it. It's like, you're here for a look. I have the look. Let's do it.
You are feisty, and you've had a lot of practice during your life.
Because I was pushed down flights of stairs. I was beat up. I was spit on. When I was a little kid, guys would come up to me, and they'd they were cute and stuff, and they'd make a fool out of me. And then everybody in the lunchroom would be laughing. They'd be throwing food at me. I mean, come on. I mean, how much crap can you go through? How much pain do you have to go? It's like, take my blood. I mean, please.
Okay, but let me ask you, for people who don't understand, I mean, simply stated, I've heard it said that, what you went through when you were Jeffrey, like you felt like you were trapped in the wrong body, you were born in the wrong body?
I had problems with my birth, okay, and the doctors never did any follow-up checks, A lot of people aren't happy what they're doing, so they're not thorough enough. And so I grew up always feeling like a girl. I mean, I was 4 years old and putting on dresses and not knowing any difference, It's like, what's the big deal? This is how I choose to be. And I felt really weird having this kind of intense knowledge at such a young age when normal kids are playing with cars and trucks and doing like wondering why I am a boy when I didn't feel like a boy. And I would lay every night and cry myself to sleep and waiting for, God to make me a little girl the next day. And my Christmas wish every Christmas Eve was, please, God, I'll never ask for another thing. Just make me a little girl. And, it's like, come on, we're all people. And, I don't want to be gawked at. I just, and if I am, well, maybe it's because I have a talent.
Okay, but you have to help people to understand, and you have to change attitudes to get to that point. And you're very outspoken. How do you try and do that? What do you want people to know about you that's going to change their mind about you?
That I'm just like them, with the same needs and the same desires. And I might be bold enough to test the things that people only fantasize about or think about when no one's looking or paying attention. So many people, their true selves are in the closets, they're in bags inside of their cars, they're inside motel rooms, it's when no one's looking. How many people, to put it bluntly, pick their nose when someone isn't looking? I mean, really, I mean, this is how people
Don't
are.
hold back, Sarah.
It's like we're just human beings with needs, and so many people try to overpower nature, and in a way I did. I took it upon myself to change my body and everything, but it's like I've learned, it's like the body is just a very simple thing. It's the inside, and all the outside does is trigger things on the inside.
Right, we are going to talk about your decision to have a sex change operation and how your family dealt with